you saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk, and even with the black eye, I said, "Do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup." But he said, "No, I don't think so," which is interesting and very nice. He wants to be who he is, so you could make that statement too, I guess.
The bromance between Elon Musk, the world's richest man, and President Donald Trump seems to be coming to a rocky end. You have President Trump saying in the Oval Office earlier today that Elon Musk saw this congressional bill that he's been railing about, and that he agreed with it, and that he was only now turning against the bill because, one, it doesn't have an electric vehicle mandate that he was pushing for in the bill, but also because he says he misses the White House, and now he's gotten out there, is no longer in what the president called the beautiful Oval Office, and as a result, he's rallying against it. And Elon Musk is wasting no time pushing back. I want to put up just one of the many posts that Elon Musk has put up. He said, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Democrats would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate." He went on to say, "Such ingratitude." So this really shows you that Elon Musk is pulling out all the stops here when it comes to pushing back against President Trump. And we should remind people that Elon Musk did spend millions and millions and millions of dollars personally giving to the campaign of President Trump, but also giving out bonuses and creating all sorts of competitions, giving money to voters for signing up petitions and doing all sorts of things to sort of get energy around President Trump. That being said, President Trump is saying he would have won regardless of whether or not Elon Musk had backed him, which is also striking for him to say, given the amount of support that he got from Elon Musk. It'll be very interesting to see where this goes next, but it seems like it's going to get uglier and uglier.
The girls are now officially fighting, with Trump now attacking Musk. So I'm going to play Trump's comments and then interject with Musk's responses, but there's a lot of back and forth here.
So we've done a great job. Elon knew that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up and campaigned for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway.
With Elon then responding, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election, Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude."
And, you know, Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate, and, you know, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles.
Elon then responded to this saying, "Whatever. Keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill even though no oil and gas subsidies are touched. Very unfair, but ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill." In the entire history of civilization, there has never been legislation that is both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this.
I'm disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate. Because
you then had Elon responding saying, "False. This bill was never shown to me even once and was passed in the dead of night so fast that almost no one in Congress could even read it." And, you just hate to see it. Breakups are so hard. But as far as how this is going to play out, who gets the kids? Follow to stay in the loop.
This ain't beef, y'all. This is a tech billionaire versus reality TV villain turned president. And check this out. It's getting spicy, like Twitter, after dark. Because that's where you get to see all the leaked videos. So Elon Musk woke up and chose violence. Him and Trump went back and forth on Twitter, or X. And Elon said, and I quote, "Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT." But hey, idiot, we already know that because of this video.
Of a Mar-a-Lago party shows Trump giving Epstein his personal attention.
Donald! Donald! Donald!
The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future president surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins, capturing Trump's fun-loving bachelor lifestyle for an appearance on Faith Daniels' NBC talk show.
we're going to get great ratings in your show.
Trump is surrounded by women as music blares in the background. After a while, Trump goes to greet 3 new guests, among them the financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Come on in. Go inside.
More than a decade before his guilty plea on state prostitution charges. Later in the footage, Trump is seen talking to Epstein and another man as women are dancing in front of them. Trump alternates between dancing and pointing out women to Epstein and the other man and telling Epstein about the cameras. Though exactly what they say is difficult to understand as they discuss the women and their appearances, Trump gestures to one and appears to say to Epstein, Look at her back there. She's hot. And then Trump says something else into Epstein's ear that makes him double over with laughter. But as the president...
Yeah, some freaks. But Elon wasn't off the hook either, because he's got a picture with Epstein's assistant. And now that you think of it, I never realized how big her... Look, here's a picture of Elon and Diddy. And they're saying he's probably also on the Diddy tapes. Here's a screenshot of a couple of retweets by Elon. You can scroll through them and read them if you want. Because Trump clapped back and basically said, "That's cool, I'll defund your whole life." And now Tesla stocks just did a backflip off a cliff. Tesla lost 14% today. So let's break down what just happened, because this ain't just drama. It's affecting the whole market. Trump's threatening to cut billions and billions of dollars in federal funding to Musk's companies, Tesla, SpaceX, and anything else he got his hands in. He called Elon ungrateful, said he wouldn't be successful without government money, and basically told Congress, stop giving Elon money. I know, it's petty, it's political, but it's also messing with your portfolio if you hold Tesla stocks, because Tesla lost $150 billion in one day. Let that sink in. That's more than the GDP of Ukraine going by lunch. And it ain't just Tesla. The whole tech sector shook. Wall Street went into uh-oh mode, all from Twitter fingers and ego wars. And this ain't just two rich dudes arguing on the timeline. This is about government contracts tied to clean energy and space, stock market volatility affecting retirement accounts, IRAs, and index funds, and how personal beef between billionaires can literally tank the economy. Musk companies are deep in government money. SpaceX has NASA contracts. Tesla gets tax breaks and incentives, and Musk doesn't care about our tax breaks, but I'm sure he cares about Tesla. This is him in 2021.
We don't need the $7,500 tax credit. I would say, honestly, I would just can this whole bill. Don't pass it. That's my recommendation.
What about the support, though, for the charging network? I mean, there are parts of this bill and no?
No, I mean, do we need support for gas stations? We don't. So there's no need for this for support for a charging network. I would delete it. Delete.
Okay, all right.
I'm literally saying get rid of all subsidies, but also for oil and gas.
If that money dries up, first of all, Musk is going to lose a ton of money because his whole fortune is tied up in Tesla shares. So not only is he going to lose fortunes, but layoffs and lost innovation could follow. And the whole time, ain't nobody talking about the Epstein tapes again. Weird, right? It's because all of these politicians are on it, allegedly. But anyways, if you think Elon was out of pocket for that Epstein comment, or if you think Trump just embarrassed Elon by threatening government funds, drop a comment and let me know what you think, because I'm curious to know who you thought won. And if you like Elon, I definitely need you to watch this video on Elon Musk poisoning the black community. I'm out.